sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On play action, it's Brady. And his first look is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They go play action now. Lawrence. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking, touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. That will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it? Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Sometimes your policies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much. And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Devon Hamilton with the tackle. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points. And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw. By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah. Either way. You got it. I just went right past it. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? I would think that. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That one complete to Hill. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Shifts by him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Now a play fake. Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now Harris shifts by at the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Jaguars 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, Echo. Watch 15.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Brady going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. This is Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
we're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Eight yards to go on second down. Here's Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it a 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15.
Lawrence will throw. It's caught. Cooper. The 20. And all the way down to the 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
A big play that time for Jacksonville.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run with ETN. Nifty move. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Steelers 24.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
General West. Yes. Mike 15. Go. 15. 5.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, Does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Rock it. He's checking.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Able to fight through one tackle. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, Samuel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet. And now Now, following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, two. Get it.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guy.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Brady. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they finally put it into this return. But not before it's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready? 60 out ball. X3, 218, chop it. Can.
They'll keep it on the ground. Samuel fights him off, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd down, Samuel. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Samuel. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.